Hello, good evening, and welcome to Troubles in Otari, an adventure being gone through currently by Feg and the Squirrel Gang. Today we are Sans Feg. We are also Sans Ivren, at least until later on. Hopefully Dave will join us a bit later. Of this we cannot be certain. But I'm going to turn that music down a tiny bit. Because it's a little bit loud in my ears. Hopefully everyone else has it at a comfortable volume. There we go. That's a bit better. So, would anybody like to remind us what has gone before in last week, our previous session, where we actually had a real face-to-face session in my kitchen?
All I remember is some shopping.
I think you're right. That's generally what we did.
Short version, shopping.
We finished up at the cabin, tidied it up a little bit, gave Ollie some fish. I think we had another chat with Blue, not
Finley.
Peter, Finley, that's it. And had a chat with him, which was more positive. I think Brock made amends for some of the stuff that happened last time. We then went into town. We took some of the fishing gear with us so we could sell it. We spoke to Tammy, who gave us the shed and who we'd done work for. He said if we go and meet her later, she'll introduce us to some people that could be helpful to us. So we found out from Tammy that Blue Finley's grandma fishing tackle. We went shopping and kitted everyone out with some new armour and bits and pieces. We then went and spoke to...
Oh, hold on a sec, Lou. You cut out for a second. So just after you said, I'm sure it's not your fault, but just after you said Blue Finlay's grandmother, suddenly it went quiet for about 3 or 4 seconds.
We found out that Blue Finley's grandmother was a great adventurer and he wanted to be like her. And that's how he died, saving the money to become a great adventurer.
That's it.
Yeah, then we went shopping and we kitted ourselves out with some new armour. I believe we mainly got armour and arrows. That's about it. We then went to Rin Wonders. No, sorry, we were on our way to Rin Wonders and then Feg decided to try and befriend a cat, which Adria and Aiden tried to help in that pursuit, and it did not go well, and he ended up covered in cat vomit.
I think it was worse than that.
I think it was the other end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it not? I got cat projectile vomits. Oh, okay, I wrote that down wrong. So he ended up in cat poop. So we then washed that off and then carried on heading to, I believe it was Rin's Wonders.
Yes.
We then spoke to Rin. I'm not going to try and pronounce her surname. Who is an elf tiefling? Is that right?
That is right. Yes.
And we had a chat with her. Ardria had a lovely chat with her and found out something about. She was a bit cryptic, but there was 4 dark ones that had been let loose on the land by. I can't read my own writing. A version hand. Something hands. They're connected to the underworld. Really should have wrote that clearer. But I'm sure our GM can fill in the rest of that rumor that I haven't quite.
Oh God! I can't remember.
It's 4 dark ones let loose on the land by something hand. Reach out to Otari. Reached out to Otari. Something to the underworld. Connection to the underworld. That's about it.
Okay.
I then wasn't allowed to steal anything because she's too perceptive. So we purchased some health potions, and then our plan was after here to continue heading to the see Tammy, and be introduced to those people. Is that right?
That's pretty good. That covers most things and reminded me of some things that I had completely forgotten.
Was it the
And-
cat shit?
Oh, I remember that bit. No, it's the towards the end. It was the first time I'd had a drink for a while, so I was like getting into the spirit of things. But obviously my memory was a little bit thin. What I will have to do is go back to the video and remind myself exactly what happened with Rin. But you have a plan for now, so hopefully. Hopefully, me not being able to remember what it is that you've noted down and can't read back, hopefully it won't matter.
I think it was a rumour. It was like the rumour was 4 dark ones let loose in the land by a. I can see if Sam can read it. A version hand. Do you know what that says?
A version hat.
Hand. I think it's hand. Something hand. It's four dark ones, and they were connected to the underworld.
And you've written by a version hand.
A vision hand? Could it be vision?
I don't think it matters.
Anyway, something
There's
hand.
dark hands. That's the important part of the room.
And they want what? They want what? And then I've left that blank. Connection to the underworld.
Oh well, I'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
I should write down the rumours more clearly.
Yep. Oh, very good though. So, no, you shouldn't have to write down rumours more clearly. I should remember them. So, very good. So, 2 hero points for you, Lou, and 1 for everyone else. Who would like to... would you 3 like to adventure on your own for now, or would you like to take Ivren and Feg with you and control extra characters? I think you'd probably be alright on your own.
I'm guessing until we leave Otari, we should be alright. Are we likely to get into battle in Otari? Probably not.
No, probably not in Otari. No, that would be very unfortunate.
So yeah, we could let them rest for the time being while we go to see Tammy, and then get them.
Cool. Okay.
We don't know where we're going after Tammy, unless they need to meet the people that we're going to meet.
So my brain is going every time you say Tammy, because the character's called Tammy.
It's not Tammy. Oh, is it Tamily?
Tammy, and I'm like, oh yeah, and it makes me think of Tammy as in the the owner of the Tamily Dandeville.
It's because I missed out the R in my writing. My dyslexic. Scrawl.
So I've got. Where is... I have lost... Where has she gone? I can speak English real good, can't I? There is a folder somewhere here which has the party in it. It's a folder called Party, surprisingly.
Who'd have thought? Last place to look.
Who'd have thunk it? We better get out Captain Fuzzy Paws, who still has a web on him. There we go. So I am going to wish I had made a token for Tamily Dandeville, because I don't think I have. And I'm looking in the wrong place for one. There we go. Let's pop that there, and then we will put it on that layer, and that way it will not be in the way. So, I am going to zap you to the Otari fishery. The lighting isn't great, is it? Oh well. Trying to think. It's probably daytime, isn't it? But would you go there in the evening?
We did spend a lot of time shopping.
Yeah, maybe it's getting
Cleaning some
dark.
feces off of Meg's face.
So let's zoom in a little bit so that you can see the building, or at least anyone watching at home, and it would be nice if there were some. They can look at that. So you arrive. I'm going to change the music. We need more exciting music for this bit. We need some adventure-y music. Is this adventure-y? That's a bit dramatic. I have a massive collection of royalty-free music, and I need some just nice normal background music. Ah, not doing very well here. Let's try this one. No. Yeah, this one's called Big Action Game Music Pack. This one's called Action Combat Orchestral Music. This one's called Action and Dramatic. What I need is one called Messing About in a Pub. But yes, did I move the thing? I did move the thing. So you find yourselves back in the Otari fishery, a place that holds memories for you, some fond, some perhaps not so fond, given that you ventured underneath the fishery to defeat the menace under Otari, which was a green dragon wormling being reared by a gang of kobolds who were trying to were hoping to eventually overthrow Otari with their new pet and take over for themselves. Since then, you've come to know some of the townsfolk a bit better, those of you that don't originally come from Otari, and a friend of yours, Tamily Tandervile, owns this place. She says, welcome. She walks over, her wooden leg clacking on the wooden floor as she walks over. I'll bring you a round of drinks. Anyone for snacks?
I'm good, thanks.
Very well. So, she comes back with beer. Local beer. I'm going to say it's a dark ale, a bit like Guinness. And it's very nice. Something in fish guts from the fishery helps to give it a solid, viscous foam head. Although the beer doesn't taste of fish. Anyway, she says, well, your money's no good here, put that away. She says, I told you I'd introduce you to someone, didn't I? I'd best not make a liar of myself. So she looks around the other patrons of the pub, and she says, oh, there she is. And then she calls over a woman with a rather hunted expression. I'm going to see if I can very quickly find a picture. I wonder if this is... I don't know if this picture is copy image address. Paste. Cha-ching. Okay, did it upload it? We'll find out in a second. It did not. So, apologies for the delay. I was little bit distracted today, but we will get there. So, this is her face today. She might have a different face next time. So, and that's tiny. But, yes, this woman with a wide-brimmed hat and a somewhat stressed demeanour walks over and she says, "Oh, Tamley, are these the people you were talking about, the adventurers?" Yes, indeed they are. They're some of the finest adventurers you could ever hope to meet, and they dealt with my kobold problem downstairs. Don't know if you heard about that. They're very discreet. You didn't hear about that? Good. And she says, well, they've also recently reclaimed the old fish camp. You know, the place that got completely overrun by spiders. Well, you know, they've that's their headquarters now. Just goes to show how efficient they are. I'll leave you to it. Why don't you have a chat? So Tamley goes off behind the bar, starts doing bar stuff. She polishes the bar with a rag in the style of bar people everywhere. That kind of, you know, repetitive circular motion that you see every time a bar person is rendered on TV or something. When I was a bar manager, I never did that. I don't mean I didn't clean anything. I just mean you don't stand there doing this all day, because that would be crazy.
That's because you're the manager.
Well, yeah, but I was a barman before I was a manager of a bar, so but
You've got to
yeah.
start doing it to look busy. That's what you do to look busy when you're managers.
That's the thing, isn't it? You say, oh, there's time to lean, there's time to clean. And the bar staff should rightly say, I don't get paid enough to care. And then you say, welcome to capitalism. Now clean something. And
technically they are that small area of the bar that they're going round and round in circles on.
Oh, we've worked it out. That's what do they call
Well,
it? What do they call it? Malicious compliance. Is that the one?
Yeah, malicious compliance.
Something like that. Anyway, this woman, Aloria, she says, my name is Aloria Galantine, and I run the Galantine deliveries on Rosegard Road. I haven't seen you in my shop yet. Maybe you don't need to send many things by courier, but yes, we're usually quite busy. Sending letters and parcels from the inhabitants of Otari to other places, notably Absalom. But thank you so much for coming. I despaired of finding a team of adventurers who could help me with my problem. I'm very concerned about one of my couriers. She's long overdue. Her name is Nirala, and she's a centaur. She's extraordinarily fast, and she was supposed to come from Absalom down the Granary Road 2 days ago. I hope she was just delayed, but it's not like Nirala to dawdle. I fear she might have been robbed, or worse, and in need of help. She has an aggressive streak, and will be all too eager to fight. I've just thrown my fidget spinner into my lap, and one of the things has fallen off. I will find it in a minute. She has an aggressive streak and would be all too eager to fight. I need your help to find her and her packages and get everything back on track. What say you? Will you help me?
I'm sure we could try. Can we get a bit more information?
Well, what information do you need?
So you said she was coming was it from Absalom?
Absalom, yes. It's
Absalom, sorry. From the Granary Road. You said that's the way. She should be coming.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm looking for the thing I threw on the floor. Oh, oh no. That's infuriating. Okay. So yes, she was supposed to come from Absalom down the Granary Road 2 days ago. So
you would have expected her 2 days ago, so that's how long she's been missing.
yes, indeed. She's normally exceedingly rapid. She's got, four legs, moves like the
Because of
wind.
scent.
Yes, and she's got, big flat back for panniers, and, she can carry all sorts of things. She's my best courier. She's amazing.
Do you know what parcel she was carrying? Was there anything of particular importance or value that might make her a target?
Ah, well, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that, so I'm just going to read this. um, Ah. Well, I mean, I don't think she would have been carrying anything terribly valuable. I sent Narala to pick up 3 parcels for people in and around Otari. One for the brewer, Magaloy. The second for a former gladiator, current lumber foreman, Claude Hengis. And the third for the herbalist, Abanye Niana. I don't know what was in the parcels, but I assume nothing particularly valuable. I could be wrong. Perhaps she was robbed for something specific in one of the parcels.
So that was a brewer. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch his name. What was his name?
Oh, the brewer was called Magaloy, Magiloy.
Iloy. And then the lumberjack was Hengis. Hengis?
Claude, or Clauta. Claude Hengis.
And the herbalist was?
Abanye, Abanye. Niana, Nianna.
Why do you never meet anyone called Steve? Or
Well, you
Dan?
This is a fantasy world. With fantasy names.
Indeed, and
Nightmare.
Paizo were particularly good at picking diverse names and having lots of kind of diverse people within their places. So I wish I knew where that thing had gone.
2 days ago.
So,
I'm trying to think. Is there any other information? So, talking to my colleagues, any other information we should ask? I'm assuming, obviously, there will be a fee for our services if we're able to retrieve the packages and your courier.
Oh, of course. I better tell you what it is. Oh, this is driving me insane. Right, just give me a second. I'm just going to see if I can find the thing. And if I can find the thing, then you will have my full attention again. You see, I found the thing. Here's the thing.
Got the thing.
I've got the thing.
Elusive thing.
I found the elusive thing. That's better. Right, I'm going to turn that fan up. It's absolutely bloody roasting today if you're watching this from any other country than the United Kingdom. I think it's been about 30 degrees all day. The dog did not get a walk because I didn't want to boil her little brains. Or burn her little paws.
There's been points at today where I was like, oh, it's not too hot. And then I get up and move away from the fan. I'm like, it's really hot. It's really hot.
So, if one were to go and do something for someone, one would expect a reward. And where is the reward?
We just find it's easier to sort this before, so there's no miscommunication.
Ah.
Everyone knows where
Well,
they stand.
if you were to recover the parcels, then you could keep the delivery fees, which will be paid upon completion of the deliveries.
And how much is the delivery fee?
Well, you would ask.
So
Let me see if I
we
can
might,
tell
if
you.
we're only able to retrieve 2 of the parcels, or 3, or...
Well, there's. I'm only expecting 3. So, what we need is to find the bit. And we can't find the bit right now. That's very annoying. Well, needless to say, there shall be a suitable reward for your efforts. Certainly wouldn't have adventurers traipsing about for nothing. But yes, you can certainly, for a start, keep the delivery fee. In the meantime, the GM can't actually find the thing he's looking for.
That's fine, not a problem. We can obviously negotiate that later. Brock, Argio, can you think of any other information we may need to help us on this quest?
Nope.
Any other information? We know where she was coming from. We know roughly where she should be, or hopefully.
Centaurs would be fairly easy to spot any footprints or anything like that. We could do with finding out probably the value of the various items.
So maybe go talk to the brewer, the gladiator, lumber person, and herbalist.
Essentially.
Personally, I would prioritise finding the missing courier, if at all possible. It might be useful talking to the recipients of the hopefully soon to be and would be recipients of the parcels. You could certainly speak to them. If you do speak to them, please do assure them that everything is under control and that the delayed parcels will arrive as soon as possible. I'm sure you know how to deal with difficult customers. Yes. She looks a bit worried for a second. Don't do anything to upset them, will you? I'm already in their bad books.
Well, obviously this is an unavoidable situation. You've done everything in your power to provide a good service. We'll make sure that they understand that.
Well,
and that you're doing
I'm glad that you understand. I'm not sure that they'll be quite so accommodating.
Well, we want to ensure... The main reason would be to ensure that there wasn't anything being transported that could give up, that anybody might have a particular interest in, and then we might know who has delayed your courier. If we get a little bit of an idea about what might be in the parcels.
Well, I wish I knew. I don't know. I don't know what was in them. So,
Obviously, I'm not telling you how to run your business, but maybe in the future, a little slip, like little box that just has approximate value.
A little box. That's
the paperwork.
That's what we deliver. Little boxes.
No, and the paperwork that they fill out.
Paperwork.
You don't keep a paper trail of your... Okay, maybe I should tell you how to run your business. Okay, anyway, it's fine. We'll see. We'll do our best to retrieve your courier and the parcel.
Lovely, thank you.
So you are based, you said, on Rosegard Road.
Rosegard Road, that's right.
Lovely, no problem. If you think of any other information, we're hang on, I just have a discussion. Ardria, Brock, settle off in the morning tomorrow? Because I'm guessing it's evening now.
I'm gaming to head out at this time. You're right.
So if you think of any other information that might help our search, we'll be here? Can't remember.
Very good.
Sure, we can stay here.
So, I mean, wherever you choose to be.
Is there an inn? This is the thing, because I missed the first part. Is there an inn we can stay at? This is not in-game. Is there an inn we can stay at?
There is an inn. There's
In the
more than
village?
one inn you could stay at, I think. So,
Have we stayed in one before, and do we have a preference as a group?
I think that pretty much when we started the campaign, you just kind of went straight into the basement of the Otari fishery and started killing stuff. So at that, some of you, we didn't really go very deeply into character background, did we? Because none of us were really particularly au fait with the general setting. But if you wish for your character to have been from Otari, then you might have digs somewhere that you can, that you can all stay at. So I don't know if any of you actually come from Otari.
Anyone from Otari? I don't think I am. Should we stay in one of the inns? Pick an inn.
Is this Tammany's Inn or is this just a bar?
Let's see. I mean, I think she lives here. She might have a guest room. Shall we say it doesn't really matter and that you can find somewhere to stay?
We'll be somewhere before we leave. Come find us if you have any more information.
Yep.
And then we say goodbye to Aloria.
Oloria.
Miss
Oloria.
Ms. Galantine. I'm going for. So yeah. Cool.
Very good.
So, right, plan. Brock and Adriana. Why can't I say words today?
Words are hard.
Words are hard. Adria and Brock. Plan. Hello?
Yes.
Fellow companions around the table. Should we... we pretty much need our supplies and everything. We stocked up on everything, didn't we? So should we rest for the night and head off early in the morning? Do we want to go speak to these other people first, or do we just want to go and see if we can find her?
I think we just go find her.
I'm fine with that. Doesn't seem like there's necessarily anything more sinister at play with these parcels. Potentially. My only thinking is if they've been targeted because of something that is Nirala was targeted specifically because of something that was in their parcels. We might know if something has happened to her who has done that something. Does that make sense?
Yes, but we will hopefully find out who's done it anyway when we go find the centre.
I was just thinking knowledge is power. Okay, cool. So can we take a rest somewhere?
You can. You can. You find somewhere to take a rest, and rest you do.
I'm pretty sure we're all up to full stats because we did that before we left the thing. So it's not for rest. It's more just to be morning time.
Cool. So a new day dawns. Particularly for Ardria, in fact possibly only for Ardria. Now would probably be a good time for you to pick which spells that you are currently currently have memorized.
I shall have this. I don't even know what they mean. This one. And
I'm not going to lie, I still went by whether the names were cute or not when I was picking spells. But that sounds fun.
I have never, I've only once, I was about to say never, and it wasn't true. Lies! I have only once played a prepared caster, and it was so annoyingly complex and fiddly that I rapidly regretted it.
Never played one again.
Well, I'm going to play a new character next Wednesday on my night off, which is going to be a what is it? A Dampier Druid. I've never played a Druid before. I've always looked down on Druids with the greatest of disdain, and then I was like, well, wait a minute, you know, I can make it a dark and disturbing Druid.
You get to be a bear.
I've done
really
it.
fun. Trust me.
You've
Really
done it.
fun.
Excellent. So, yes, they are basically a Dampier styled as a werewolf. It's very exciting. I was making some character art this afternoon while I was trying to distract myself from doing the things that I knew I was supposed to do today.
I loved playing a druid, and I will 100% go back to that character again. She was awesome.
They do seem to rather lack uses of wild shape, though. Level 5 druid only gets to do it twice.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's you're limited at what you can turn into until you get a bit higher up. All the really fun stuff, you have to be quite a higher level. Although, honestly, being a bear, real fun. I know bears play like a theme in my D&D life.
Well, why not? Okay, a new day dawns. You breakfast. Let's say you breakfast in the fishery. Let's say the fishery has guest rooms, and that's where you stayed. After drinking deeply and enjoying deep-fried squid rings or something. Something along those lines. Breakfast is you are offered some crusty bread with cheese, or there is some gruel. There are things. I've just realised I haven't changed that, so I will change that. The scroll, that is. I will change that in between. Is that XP, right? Are you on 728?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so what would you like to do on this brand new and sunny day? I've just remembered why I wanted a random weather table now.
It's not always a bright sunny day. Can I confirm we don't have a map? I looked in the inventory and couldn't see one. We haven't picked up a map of the local area.
Well...
So can I go and talk to Tamily and see if she has one?
You can.
Or if she knows where we can get one in town.
Let's say that she has one, and she gives it to you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Tamily.
Oh, you're welcome. Don't
So
get blood on it.
We'll try our best. But it looks like it's it looks like it's got quite a nice finish, so I'm sure it's white clean. But we will try our best. Right. So we look at the map. So now we know we can look at what route the Narala took from Absalom to here.
Yes. Let's see. There might be.
Road.
Let's see if there is another map.
Oh, we should probably take the other two with us as well, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
We'll wake them up. But also, if we just are like, we might be rescuing somebody. So we're gonna need their Feg's charm.
Oh dear. Oops. I just did a thing that's quite funny. Oh, that's amazing.
My screen hasn't changed.
Oh,
Is it
that's
amazing on your screen? Are we not
yes.
allowed to? It's secret.
So what we could do with, so Absalom, we're going to have to do a bit of a lore dump, I think. So Otari is a small coastal town a few days' travel from a major city. And I'm trying to find it on this map. I've got an interactive map of Galarian, but the problem is it doesn't appear to show Otari on it. So I'm going to have to just kind of read some of this handout. Otari is a thriving, diverse lumber town and trade port with a storied past and its fair share of sinister secrets. It was founded by a group of adventurers over 400 years ago. The town has weathered attacks from kobolds and strange monsters, economic woes and windfalls, and cycles of prosperity and strife. The town is a prosperous community and one of the largest settlements along the coast, but outside groups have their eye on Otari's fortunes. So I just realised some of that is probably not meant to be read out loud, so I'm going to stop there.
Does it say something about four?
No.
No, it doesn't say anything about four dark ones. No.
So Absalom is a city and an island. So you are currently, I think, on the island of Absalom. Is that right?
I'm so confused. I thought we were in Otari.
Yes.
Otari is a town on an
Otari
island called
Otari is a
Absalom.
town. Yep.
Then we don't know where the person was coming because she was coming from Absalom.
It is
Well,
a
there is a city called Absalom
as well.
Oh God, okay. So it's the country and it's the island and the city.
Yeah, like New York, New York.
And we're Manhattan. Okay, right.
So
They can think of a million different weird names, obscure to pronounce names for the inhabitants, yet they name one of the cities after the island.
So Absalom is pretty much due east of Otari. It is slightly to the north along the coast.
So that road that passes, that kind of crosses the river and goes up, would be the road to on the right hand side of the map. Hang on, can I ping?
It would
that
depend,
be
I
the
guess.
trail?
I suppose it would depend if you were kind of following the coast road or going a bit more kind of overland, I guess.
I suppose because you said it was north east. This feels like it's going away from the potential way of the city. Which way do we think she would have been coming in? Do we know? Which is the Granary Road? That's what we need to know.
Yes, that is a good question and one which I shall endeavour to answer. What I need is some better labels on this map.
we need to. I'm guessing we need to trace.
It's either this one or this one. Whichever one it is, you will find the right one, shall we say?
Yeah, I think the best course of action is to trace her potential path, like in reverse. Her route, sorry, in reverse, and see if we can see what happened. Fellow adventurers.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
So I think it might actually be the northern road, because that's the granary road. A granary is where you store grain, and you don't grow grain on the beach, do you? So it kind of stands to reason that it's probably the northern one. But let's not worry too much about that. You find the granary road. So is there anything you want to take with you? Obviously, apart from other members of the adventuring party.
I don't. Obviously, the map. I think we're full up on rations and not. I don't think quills, not quills, arrows or quills of arrows. Can anyone think of anything else that might be advantageous to take with us?
No, I think we're pretty tooled up.
And Audrey's spells are all prepared and sorted. And Aiden's been fed.
Aiden doesn't eat.
Oh,
Does he? I don't know.
really? What magic is this magic cat?
It's like a book with fucking paws, isn't it?
This is where we find out Aiden should have been fed all along at some death's door.
He is quite skinny. You don't have to feed the cat, because the cat isn't really a cat. The cat is in fact a fey spirit sent to you by the powers that give you your powers. Because witch is sort of a bit like D&D's warlock, in that you have a patron power that gives you your spells. So it's a bit like that. But that's not to say that a fey spirit in the shape of a cat wouldn't exhibit occasionally cat-like traits. I reckon Aiden could probably eat a bit of fish if he felt like it.
So where is the road we are going to go?
Yeah.
I think it's the one that follows up the river, what it looks like.
All right.
Could also be called the Granary Road, because they might have used the river to transport the grain.
Could be.
If it follows the river. So.
But yes, the land along the Granary Road, you discover. I think that's a log flume. Logging is big business in Galarian, and considering that in what is basically a pre-industrial society, I think wood is going to be a very important building material, isn't it? So logging is a big business. So yes, the land along the Granary Road was cut back and converted into farmland generations ago. You find yourselves wandering along the road and between farms. You can see them both north and south of the road. One of the nearest farms, you see a chap who is a huge, somewhat red-faced human. He rushes over to you as you pass the farm, and he stands next to the road until you get close enough for him to talk to. He has kind of a big straw hat, which has a wide floppy brim, or at least it probably did at some point, which has obviously been keeping the sun from his neck. But he is wringing his hat in his hands until the straw fibres kind of pop out, and it begins to resemble just a mess of kind of straw fibres and not a hat at all. He sort of says, "Oh, hello there. You adventurers, I see you're carrying steel. Would you be able to help me? I'm having a terrible bother."
What seems to be the bother?
"Well, seeing as you're headed up the Granary Road, I wonder if you could do me a favour. A lot of the farms in the area have been damaged by strange fires. Something is setting fire to our fences and outbuildings. We're thinking there's some arsonist running amok. All the farmers look to Yala Highstepper, seeing as she's head of the Farmers Guild. She's good to get us through our troubles, but she was just here talking to me about all this. She was going to speak to my neighbour, Lavinia Shroon. Lavinia's farm burned, killing her hogs. But see, here's the thing. Yana was going to talk to Lavinia and then come right back. Right back, she said. Going to my next door neighbour just up the road, not more than a 15-minute walk. 20 minutes at most. I'm real worried. Could you check on her? It'll be right on your way. Would you do me that kindness?" So...
Oh, you're back.
You're back.
What?
Hello.
Wi-Fi went, sorry.
Oh,
Oh
okay, yeah,
no! Oh
Gosh,
no!
brilliant.
Okay.
Sorry. We farm burnt down.
You're really worried.
You're really worried. You want us to go and see who was it we were looking for? I didn't quite catch her name. The head of the farming.
Yes. So, I've only just got these glasses, and I think I need stronger glasses. So Yala or Jala.
Yala.
Yala Highstepper, the head of the Farmers Guild, was just talking to this chap here who tells you that his name is Henk.
Hank.
Henk Varlin is his name.
Hank.
He is he's a youngish type. Massive shoulders. But yes. So Yala Highstepper went to go and speak to Lavinia Shroon.
Yeah, the neighbour whose farm burnt down, and she lost her pig.
Yep, and then she was going to come back, and she hasn't come back. So he's like, "Uh-oh."
Okay. Yeah, no worries, Hank. We will try and go see what we can find out for you.
Oh, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you very much.
So, could you point? It's just further up the trail.
That's right. It's just up there. It's like 15 minutes walk at that.
Okay. Should we go?
Yeah.
Right. So we head off up the trail. Oh, before we go, quick question. Obviously, we'll be back in a minute.
Yes.
Have you seen a centaur recently? Can't say that.
Oh, I can't say I've seen a centaur very recently. I mean, there are centaurs about, of course. Sometimes I see the centaur galloping like anybody's business, with panniers right over her back, and she carries all sorts of stuff all the way from Absalom, so I'm told.
That's what we're looking for. Do you remember the last time you saw her?
Oh, it's been a good few days. I think I saw her on her way to Absalom. Okay,
but you haven't seen her come back.
No, I can't say that I have. Maybe she's on holiday or something, enjoying the sights and sounds of Absalom, or something like that.
Could be. Thank you so much for your information. That's great. We're going to head off and check out your neighbours and look for Jala Highstepper.
Right. Well, you be careful.
We will. So yeah, continue walking along the trail.
Very good. So A large barn, farmhouse, and several outbuildings come into view. The simple wooden fence around this farm has been badly burned. In the field between the barn and a large shed lie the charred remains of 2 hogs and a horse. I am going to move you onto a different map. But first of all, well, you've got to put you on it, haven't I? So, who's going to be in the lead? Who's the bravest?
I'd imagine it's going to be Brock. He's the tank.
Very good.
And I would like to draw my sword. Or bow.
Very
Don't
good.
my bow or my sword. Hang on.
Yeah.
Probably my bow, isn't it? Yeah, I'd like to.
That's weird. Oh, there we go. I'm sure Audrey has got more hit points than that. What the hell is going on?
Can we also say for Peg and why can I not get David?
Different.
Keep on calling Carlin. And for Ivrin, would they have? Oh, Ivrin does Ivrin have weapons?
Yeah, both.
Oh, my headphones have died.
I can still hear you though, Lou.
Yeah, it's through the computer now, so you might get even more background noise. But yeah, so
It's not
sorry
too
about
bad.
that.
It's not too
And
bad.
hopefully they can great.
So what I'm having to do is open your character sheets before pulling out the tokens, because for some reason it is forgetting how many hit points you've got and reverting to your earlier hit points, which is not very good. There we go. Well, that does the job. So Brock leads the way. Laurie's somewhat behind. Ardria probably in the back with Aiden. Ivran might be sneaky at the front or something. So I put you on the map. Where I put you doesn't have to be where you remain. Where is the button? There we go. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. Then I'm going to try and tell you some things about what you see here. So we've got 2 buildings. And I just need to make sure that I don't tell you any lies, because I don't mean to tell any lies. Sometimes I do it by accident. Hold on. I'm being driven slowly mad by this music. Oh. Let's have something a bit more dramatic, shall we? There we go. So, in a field between a barn and a large shed, like the charred remains of 2 hogs and a horse. You can see the barn here and this shed here. It is a shed. So, what would you like to do now that you can see some things?
We have a quick look around for any obvious footprints and potentially if the fire seems like it was natural fire or if it was potentially magical fire.
Oh, So, how would you check to see if it was magical fire?
I guess I'm checking for footprints. I'm not one for checking for the magical.
Very good. There are footprints. There are lots of footprints, which there are horse footprints, there are pig footprints, there are human boot prints or humanoid boot prints, notably in front of the barn. But this is a well-frequented area for a variety of animals, so there are an abundance of footprints, some of which look pretty fresh.
Can I move up to here and then shout out for Jarla and Lavina and just basically be like, Miss High Stepper, Lavina, are you there? Your neighbour sent us to see if you were okay.
So give us a perception check.
17.
17. So, excuse me. So there is a crack between the two sides of the door over here, and you see what looks like a tear-stained eye appear in the crack between the two doors, and you hear kind of a sharp shh, and then a hand kind of comes out from between and sort of points towards the outhouse. But you have already made a noise, revealing yourself to things.
But now we know where they're coming from.
I mean, there is that.
Where's Captain Fuzzy Paws?
He is not on the map because I didn't remember to put him on the map. So you tell me where he is.
Maybe next to me. No, back here. Put him there.
Oh, you
Close
think
to
you've just put him on the wrong layer? Hold
Oh no,
on.
he's there.
And much to my annoyance, he has gone back to 5 hit points. You see, I literally earlier on gave him his hit points back and took the web mark off him, so I don't know why he's still got it. What happens if I pull him out again? Same thing again! Ridiculous! What's going on? We don't get it. We won't be having this. Madness. Madness, I tell you. And his character sheet still thinks he's got 24 hit points, and it's a lie. It's a lie, I tell you. But there he is. So hopefully next time we pull him out. Let's try it one more time. FFS is all I can say. Repeatedly. And I'm having a battle with Roll20. I think I might have crashed it. That's why it's misbehaving. But yes, you get a scent of sulfur, and then suddenly, out of the slightly flapping and unfastened doors of this outhouse, appears a terrifying creature. Slinking behind it
Oh, he's floating.
are a couple of wolves, which appear to back up the creature's flanks. I'm going to blow this up. This is a dog-shaped creature whose body seems to be wreathed in flames.
Is this noticeably different from the one we fought in the underneath the fish place?
Absolutely, that was a rat.
This is the hound.
Yeah, that was a brimstone. Was that a brimstone rat or something? What was it? It was a
I think it was, yeah.
it was a fiery rat of doom. And we want to see what a fiery rat of doom is called.
Wait, I think Brimstone rings a bell.
Cinder rat, not brimstone rat, sorry. It was a cinder rat. This is a hellhound. He appears to be chewing on one of the long bones of... well, it's either a human or a pig. Difficult to say which, but I think we had better roll for initiative.
I can't tell if it's a human or a pig.
So did it add it to the initiative order, or did it? Lies. I'm going to try again. There we go. So we have an initiative order which has 1, 2, 3. So let's get the other boys in there. So let's get everyone in there. And Feg. Who wants to look after Feg?
If I do Feg and you do and Sam do Ivran.
And in?
Right.
I've already got his character sheet anyway.
Ah.
No.
Very good.
Get into the mind of Feg. I don't like it.
You don't like it? What? What?
I said I can get into the mind of Feg, but I don't like it. Too much of a preoccupation with cats and wood carving.
Yep. Oh, I nearly forgot about the wood carvings. So, if you happen to have a 0 in your hero point box, you want to put at least a 1 in it. So, Feg is the first to act.
He's got a short bow?
I think it might be...
Eric. What is Eric?
Eric was a
Crossbow,
crossbow, wasn't he?
I'm sure he also has a sword and a shield.
Yeah, but he's far away. 40 foot. 40 foot. He could hit.
He could move, then attack.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, he can't get close enough. His movement speed's 25? Is that right?
But if he's got 3 actions, so he could move twice.
Doesn't he have an ability that allows him to double move and attack as 2 actions?
He does.
No,
I think it's called sudden charge
Okay,
or something like that.
Sam
No, I've got everyone as well. I'm not doing all of
Sam
it.
could be Feg. I don't know. I can't control him. So.
No, help me.
Oh, hold on.
5.
Okay, I misunderstood. So I have just given control of Ivran to Lou,
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I have no idea what he does.
because you were saying I don't want to get into Feg's head, and I was
No,
thinking,
no.
okay.
I said I'm in it, but I don't like it. It's fine. I can.
So
It's easier for me to get into the mind of Feg.
okay,
It is different.
let me do a bit of a switcheroo.
Sam understands all his stuff. I have no idea about. Like, Feg doesn't have any spells, does he?
No,
Pretty much. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'll take Feg.
So you do want Feg?
Yeah, I'll have Feg. I don't want Ivran. No offense to Ivran, but out of my depth, trying to figure out what Ivran would do.
okay. So Sam now has control of Ivran. Lou has control of Feg. It's Feg's turn. Do the things.
So I can have a look at his thing now. So he has a. Is it a feat that allows him to move twice? Speed.
Yes, he does. So he has sudden charge,
dash.
So stride twice.
Then he can do a melee. And is that one action or twice action? 2 actions. 1 action.
2 actions.
But he gets to do the hitting. Okay, so if he does a sudden charge, he can then hit the guy, can't he? Not the guy, the animal thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be in. He has 25. Yeah, so 25. So. Oh, maybe. No, maybe go. Can you get to there? No.
He can get to there. It's just you've got
Can
some
get to there.
you've got some indirect
Weird-
movement there.
Yeah, no. Okay, let's put him there because then he's also out of. No, I'm moving you, Feg.
So you,
Won't let me move Feg.
yeah, that's because you've got the
I'm
measuring
on
tool
the wrong
turned on.
pointer.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
point.
So use
So move
the
him to here.
use the arrow pointer. Okay.
And so he gets to hit him with his
He can use,
smoking long. No, he can't use his smoking longsword. That's what he had out, so he's going to have to hit him with that.
if that's what he's got out, then he can use
That's
that.
what he would have. If we're in the mind of Feg, Feg would have had the smoking longsword out,
Okay.
isn't he?
I think if in the mind of Feg, he'd have had a scimitar of some sort out that he didn't actually own.
Yeah, okay. No, he does actually have a scimitar. Apparently.
This one isn't a
There's
magic
lot-
one for fighting squirrels with.
We'll hit him with this. It probably won't do what we want it to do, but then we can address that next. He'll realise that and address it next. So that's his first attack. They're not flat-footed. And the hit bonus. What does stoke flames mean?
If he spends an action to stoke flames, so that would be his final action because he's done. Because he's got 1 left. But if he stokes flames, that will change the single point of fire damage the smoking longsword does for 1d6. Because I had forgotten that he had the smoking longsword, and he has just been attacking with a bog standard longsword all this time, and still manages to hit all the things. So clearly you didn't need one, but I actually fixed it.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It feels like a waste to waste the action on that because he's smoking, and smoking damage is probably not going to be. So let's not do that. And then that work takes. Oh, Hellhound 1.
But everything's numbered.
Oh yeah, whatever. I do not believe you. So. That he got another action, hasn't he? Because that was 2 actions. So he's got 1 final action.
Yes, he has 1 final action.
Either he would attack again, or he would use his action to raise his shield, improving his armor class by 2.
Okay, how do I raise his shield?
There should be a shield raise button at the top.
Shield raise, shield lower, shield raise. I'll do that. I'll raise his shield. Cool.
Did we sort out his armor?
I think he changed it last week. Oh, did he manage to change it online? He got new armor, didn't he?
I doubt it. What has he got? Somebody remind me.
He got. I'm on it. Chainmail. Sam got split mail. He got chainmail. I got studded. Did mine get changed, Sam?
I've changed mine.
Pain.
You want me to show you how to change yours while John's doing Feg?
I'm up to 32 now.
Oh, he's still got hide armor. Okay.
Where is armor? Where is it in the inventory? Leather armor. How do I change it?
So you'll go in here.
Which one? No.
Yeah, one of those 2. Search.
I got studded. Can I change fegs as well while I'm here?
I think John's doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing that. That's weird because it hasn't gone up. Hold on.
Okay. Yep.
Open your character sheet.
No.
Is it a separate window?
Yeah.
Have it. Drag.
That doesn't work, does it? Okay. Drag that to there. Nothing happened. It won't let me.
Okay, do it not on a separate window.
Okay. Oh, then I can't get to that page. Oh, okay.
So what kind was it before he had chainmail? It was hide.
I
Probably.
think so, yeah.
So hide armor.
Give it a minute to load.
Oh, okay. Chainmail. Oh, blimey. Okay.
Is chainmail worse than hide?
It's not worse, but it doesn't actually improve his armor class.
Yeah, the dexterity that the bonus he got from hide.
It's not loading.
So, I mean, there are benefits to him having chainmail. Slightly. So, he is strong enough to wear it, but it is noisy. It's the same weight. He has the same check penalty. There is literally no benefit to him wearing it, because it gives him an armor class bonus of +4, but it reduces his dexterity cap by 1. So it actually means that he has exactly the same armor class as he had before.
I'm struggling. My character sheet will only open in a separate window,
Okay.
and so we're
Let me
not
have a look.
able to drag across every time. It won't let us drag it across because it's in a separate window.
Okay. You may need to go in. Well, I can drag your armor across. That's fine.
For some reason,
There is a setting you can enable, which means that whenever you open a window, it makes it a separate window rather than a window within a window. So you can disable that.
Oh no, we've got that
option.
disabled,
Right.
but it's not loading when I try and open it like just straight away. Normally,
All right.
it won't load.
Okay.
It's only when you click the little expand button to take you to a separate window that it will load.
Okay.
I've got sound clicking yet, not being special.
I have dragged studded leather on.
Cool, perfect, thank you.
So that means your armor class has gone up to 19. I've no idea what it was before. I'm assuming that is correct.
Yeah. But it's saying the same at 32. Oh no, it's AC that goes up. Not hit point. Oh yeah, 19. Yay.
Cool. I'll tell you what. So I know Feg has pretty much done his bit. And we've...
Feg's done.
Feg's done. So rather than moving on to Lowry, let's have a quick break. And then resume momentarily. We'll give it about 10 minutes. So I'm going to pause the recording and we'll come back in about 10 minutes, so roughly 20 past, give or take.
See you then.
See you in a bit. And we're back in the room. I'm going to change us to the scene view. We had just joined battle with some fiery bastards. You gotta watch out for the fiery bastards. So Feg had rushed in and hit the Hellhound with his smoking sword, and then raised his shield, ready to absorb the retaliatory attack. Feg realised that his fire damage had not been very, if at all.
The Hellhound took 1 fire damage.
Well, that is only because I have not come up with a clever way to use resistance with the power card script. So, for some reason, these wolves do not have an armor class, and that's not good, because wolves should have an armor class, shouldn't they?
Like everything should have an armor class.
Quite right. Quite right. What's the armor class of a wolf? Oh, it's that number there. So we will fix that very quickly. just before anybody gets to, kind of throw any attacks in. There we go. I've given it an armor class. Did it work? It did work. It works, What's that?
Sorry, I think our internet went down. We lost you for a moment.
Oh no, not again. No.
Perks of
that's
living
fine.
in the middle of nowhere.
Well, at least there are some perks. There must be some perks.
Oh, yeah, I get to look out my window and see fields and cows.
Yeah, so not too bad then. Okay, so I have messed around with the wolves and reported the failure of fiery things to do damage to this fiery boy. Feg has had his turn, so let's move on to Lolry. What would Lolry like to do?
As I have my short bow out, I'm going to try and hit it with my short bow. He's not flat-footed. And I'm going to miss. Hey, why do I always fucking miss?
Oh no!
Rory's a terrible shot. Okay, so again, I'm just again, short bow, hellhound, second, submit, not flat-footed, submit, and I miss again.
Oh no!
So, I am going to, for my final action, free action, drop my short bow and equip my short sword with my final action, ready for next time.
Very good. Okay. So I'm going to push the button, move on to the Hellhound, the fiery boy of doom. So he... is he going to do that? Or is he going to do the other thing?
Choosing.
So I think he's going to do a bitey bite. Oh no, I have not written power card scripts for this dude. Well, that's a shocking breach of security and no mistake. So I'm going to push the button and hope that I get something sensible. 24 is most definitely a hit.
Beck doesn't have any reactions of any real kind, does he?
No, he's got oh, what's that one when people run away? That one. Attack of opportunity.
He has a shield block, which may or may not help him. That allows him to reduce the damage received by the hardness of his shield. His shield should be on at the moment. It's not showing on his armor class, though that's probably because I changed his armor. So his armor class should be 21. Just so you know, I'm not. Just so you know, I'm not cheating you. I'm just going to very quickly drop this in the chat because I accidentally. Why is it not doing it? Get on with it, you. I accidentally did that to 2GM instead of to 2 players. But he scored a 24 for his attack. He does additional damage of 5 evil damage and 1 fire damage.
Sam, use the thing that you use.
He's too far away, I can't.
Oh.
So that's the first time I've come across evil damage. But
Beg is now. What's his current hit points?
this is his first hit, so he's not too badly hurt at the moment. But that's 15 points of damage to him. I'm assuming.
It's a shield block.
Oh, is he doing the shield block?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing shield block. Why did he lose his shield though?
No.
Well, he
Right.
if he if he does shield block, then I think the hardness of his shield is 5, so he gets 5 hit points back. So the total, his shield is now going to take 11 points of damage. So
that takes his shield hit points down to 9. Is that right?
yes, and the break threshold of his shield is 10, so his shield is now broken.
But he should have an extra.
I have given him his hit points back.
He's on 22.
Yeah, so 16 minus 5, 11. So hold on. What's happened there? So 32 minus 11. There we go. 21. So he's on 21 hit points. Obviously, by default, his armor class reverts to his normal armor class because his shield is no longer protecting him. So that was attack number 1. So this is going well. He is going to do a second one of them. He's going to do Chompy number 2. Yeesh. 22 is a hit. He does 9 points of piercing again. Nine plus 6 plus 4, that's 19 points of damage. So Feg, when controlled by Gareth, seems to be ridiculously adept and powerful. When we have Feg doing things when Gareth isn't here, bad things seem to happen to him. I don't understand why.
He survived trying to drown a crocodile.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, this guy's gonna do a third attack, isn't he? I'm scared. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I didn't want to kill a character today. Okay. So that was 3 attacks. That was 2 fiery chomps from the Hellhound on Feg. Feg is in bad shape. He is badly hurt. This wolf here seems to defer to the Hellhound. The Hellhound kind of goes and plumes of smoke come out of his jaws. And it seems like he's given this wolf his orders. And you don't know what it means, but it might mean something like get the others. So this wolf, whose move is not very fast.
So we missed most of that because we lost our internet again.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
I was just
What's the
saying
wolf
that
doing?
the Hellhound seems to tell this wolf what to do by growling at it, and so the wolf takes a wide berth around Feg and runs towards Lolry. That's 2 actions gone, so this is a melee attack against Lolry. I accidentally did it to the chat again, but that was a 12, so that is going to be a miss, isn't it? We move on to Ivran.
Right, what can Ivran do?
Back to the Hellhound. Away from Feg.
Na. You can use society to gather information. That doesn't help. Assurance on medicine, natural ambition. No. Okay, if he can correctly identify a creature, they are flat-footed against his attacks. And then we'll dodge. Okay, so Ivrin is going to try and identify the Hellhound.
Okay.
What do you want for that?
That will be a relevant skill.
Nature?
Could be. Does he have anything more esoteric?
Occultism? Religion?
Autism.
Survival? Thievery?
Um,
He's got almost everything, actually.
Yeah. The sneaky rogue types get a lot of skills in Pathfinder, but then that was kind of the original
Point in them.
the original point of them, wasn't it? So DC by level. Okay. I have a number in mind. I would say if you can justify, if nature's his best bet, then take that.
Other than stealth, thievery. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
probably a miss.
That
Big
does
fiery
not.
dog.
He does not recognise it. It appears to be a fiery bastard of some description, but he doesn't recognise it.
Okay. Then he's going to have shot number 1.
Unfortunate.
Miss. And probably shot number 2 at Hellhound. Bam.
Ooh. Blimey, Charlie. Okay, that was a natural 20 critical hit. So you would be well within your rights to I need to hold on. Shuffle the deck. You can draw one of those critical hit cards if you want.
Is it that card there? It is. God, that needs more zoom.
Is it on? Have you dragged? Is it on the map?
Yeah.
We can't see it. That's weird. Oh,
How do
I
I-
see.
okay.
It has been
Found that.
dealt. It's been dealt to you. Hold on.
Ah.
Can you see what's on it?
No, it's tiny.
Okay.
Oh, it's already.
There we go.
I think I might have stolen it. Hold on. Let's recall.
Piercing.
Ah. Can you see what? Can you see it?
Yeah, as the bow critical specialization effect, and the target can't use one of its arms until freed. If using a melee weapon, you must drop it to gain this effect.
Hold on. Why won't it let me see it?
He wants to steal this card. I'll let it go.
Is it this one? I don't think it was that one. I'm trying to see the card that was dealt to you. I don't know what happened there.
I mean, I don't mind.
Critical damage, devastating strike. Oh no, bombs or spells. Piercing. The target is stunned 1.
Yeah, stand 1 is also an acceptable bonus.
Was that one? Was that the one? Okay, let's do that one.
Yeah.
So we
Let's say
will,
that was.
I need to work out exactly how this these card deck things work because oh, and now I've got the card. What the hell?
It said John wants to steal this card.
It was supposed to deal it onto the map, not. So. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually better. I think that's bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, bomb or spell. So what kind of damage was it? pinned arm.
piercing. It was
As the bow critical specialization effect, and the target can't use one of its arms until freed, or if using a melee weapon, you must drop it to gain this effect. That. Let's go with the stunned one because this is this is nonsense. It makes no sense at all. No, stop it! Damn. Recall all. Thank you. Shuffle. Okay. This is doing things I've never seen it do before.
what my
Let's
doctor said.
So we're going to make that deck disappear for now. Okay. The Hellhound is stunned 1.
What does stunned one mean?
Well, we're going to find out in a second because I'm going to look it up. You have become senseless. You can't act while stunned. Stunned usually includes a value which indicates how many total actions you lose, possibly over multiple turns from being stunned. Each time you regain actions, reduce the number you regain by your stunned value, then reduce your stunned value by the number of actions you lost. For example, if you were stunned 4, you would lose all 3 of your actions on your turn, reducing you to stunned 1. On your next turn, you would lose 1 more action and then be able to use your remaining 2 actions normally. Right, okay. So, if they are stunned 1, then on their turn they will only get 2 actions instead of 3. And then that will be it. Okay. So Ivren shot him with a nice crit, and he is stunned 1. I think that's probably all he can do because he's had 3 actions. Yep. So let's move on to Brock. I promise you, I'm trying to learn the rules of this game. It's just there are rather a lot. On to Brock.
Quite getting range in one move. So it's going to have to be 2 moves to get to there. Then the best bet is probably try and finish off.
Oh!
Still didn't finish him.
Laying the smackery.
And that's all 3 of mine, because 2 for move, 1 for hitting with a hammer.
Very good. Okay, so this wolf here is going to come and make Brock flat-footed with its first action. Then he's going to attempt to chompy chomp. If I was a wolf and I chompy chomped, then... Hold on, what's that?
Back attack.
It doesn't actually tell me what it is though. Pack attack. Pack attack is... That is a spell. So that's not it, is it? Surely they don't have spells.
That seems odd.
Pack attack. The wolf strike deals 1d4 extra damage to creatures within reach of at least 2 of the wolf's allies. Okay, so that is a particular thing which is unlikely to play a part here. Right, okay, so just chompy time then. So here comes chompy time 1. That is a 20 of a dirty variety, but I believe that's a hit.
If I use my reaction to put my shield up,
So, if you have your shield raised, you can use a reaction to shield block, but I think that only works if your shield is already raised.
so I have a feat that is on
Oh,
Path Builder, but not on this yet, and I'm trying to get it on there. Did that add it, or did that not add it? Does it go in over there somewhere? Hang on. Do I have to have a blank one to put it in?
oh, is it not in the compendium? What's it called?
It is, but it's not letting me drag it. Bastion.
Bastion.
So I got rid of Devoted Guardian and put Bastion Dedication in instead, which gives me Reactive Shield Fighter.
Oh, let me see if it will let me drag it, but it says archetypes. Hold on.
Yeah, so I think I just need to drag in Reactive Shield Fighter. Perhaps I can spell shield, doesn't it?
I've never really understood how archetypes work, but
Yeah, there we go.
you can snap your shield into place just as you would take a blow, avoiding the hit at the last second. You immediately use the raise a shield action, gain your shield's bonus to armor class. The circumstance bonus from the shield applies to your armor class when you determine the outcome of the triggering attack. Okay, so instead of... Right, that's just like a rogue's nimble dodge then, so it gives you a bonus to your armor class as a reaction. So your armor class becomes 22.
Yep.
And that
But it
becomes
does
a miss.
officially stay there.
It does, you say?
Yeah, I think the shield stays up. It is as if you'd used raised shield, but
Cool. There we go. So armor class 22. And he'd better do chompy number 2, hadn't he? With somewhat reduced chances of success.
he's welcome to try.
Oh, he fails miserably. I think that's technically even a fumble, but it's not a natural 1 fumble, so we're not going to punish him too hard. Now we move on to Ardria, who we hope is still awake. Are you awake, my frog?
This is lame. Yes. So I have a question first. If spell has 120 feet 120 feet range, that means I can cast it anywhere up to 120 feet. And if it says area, 5-foot emanation, that means that it will only reach targets within 5 feet.
Hold on. Emanation. I think emanation means radius, basically. An emanation issues forth from each side of your space, extending out to a specified number of feet in all directions. So a 5-foot emanation, around Brock, if I understand it, would cover...
The Hellhound,
fields
the
around
Wolf
him.
Feg, and the...
That would be a 5-foot emanation from Brock, for example.
Oh, these spells are goddamn useless. I shall cast something called Bane from here,
Okay.
so that it only affects Hellhound, because what I didn't see until now is that it affects only one bloody creature, not all of them.
Oh.
Just useless, but here we go.
Burn! Okay. Targets that fail their will save take a -1 status penalty to attack rolls as long as they are in the area. Okay. So what
You
we
see,
need...
what is confusing is that the description actually says enemies. So I would have thought that if I cast it maybe from here, it would affect Hellhound and Wolf 1. But when I look in my character sheet, it just says target one creature or object. So what the...
Really? Okay, hold on. Let's read it, shall we? So, you fill the minds of your enemies with doubt. Targets, plural, that fail their will saves take a -1 status penalty to attack rolls as long as they are in the area. Once per turn, starting the turn after you cast Bane, you can use a single action which has the concentrate trait to increase the emanation's radius by 5 feet and force enemies in the area that weren't yet affected to attempt another saving throw. Bane can counteract Bless. It doesn't say that only one creature is affected.
No, but it says it... I'll send you a snapshot.
That may just be that we've got it wrong on your character sheet.
It also says enemies. Does that mean that she could cast it like where Brock is and it wouldn't affect Brock and Feg because they're not her enemies, they're allies?
Ah, now you're asking. So,
Maybe it's like a mind control thing. You can choose who it does and doesn't. Like,
I'll get into a chat. Okay. It's sort of bottom right.
hold on. I can't see that on the computer screen. Will it let me zoom in? It might just be that that box has not been filled out, and that's just the default text. Because it doesn't say here that it only affects one creature.
No, that's why it's so bloody damn confusing.
So, we'll go with what the spell description says. So, do you still want to cast it in that same place, or do you want to move it?
Well, if I can, if you allow for it to be affecting more than one target, then I will move it over here.
Okay, so instead of there, it could be here. Oops. And that would affect Hellhound 1 and Wolf 1. They would both have to take will saves to avoid its effects. So what is the DC? The DC will be your class DC.
So saving throw 14.
Okay?
I mean, that's what it says on the description.
So for some reason, these wolves don't have any will. Hold on, will 5.
I have DC 18.
Okay. So, will 5, there we go. So the normal wolf is not affected by Bane. The Hellhound did you say the DC was 19?
Well, no, in the description it says saving throw will DC 14. Right at the bottom after the description.
That's fairly low. Is that your spell save DC? Class DC?
So let's have a look at Ardria.
I don't know what that is. It just says 14. Oh.
So let's look at your spell page. So the base is 10, added to your proficiency. There should also be a... What is your... I think your spellcasting ability is intelligence. Is that right? So...
Probably. I don't know.
So that would mean the DC was 18. Is there
But
anything...
that's my DC.
That's the point. We need to know what DC he's rolling against.
Oh.
So your spell DC is going to be 10 plus your key attribute, which in this case is intelligence, because you're an intelligence-based spellcaster, I think. You are trained in...
Do you know what's funny? In the description, it actually says spell DC 18. So why is it coming up as 14 on the?
Well,
in
I
the
just changed it to include your spell DC ability, because I don't think it was on there before. So it's probably just changed to 18.
Oh, still pass.
It was worth a try. So this spell will continue. This spell will persist, though.
For 10 rounds.
Yes, by the look of it. So, saving throw will duration 1 minute. It doesn't say that it's a concentration spell, does it?
Somatic.
Well, somatic is waving your hands about. Verbal is saying things.
It just says duration 1 minute on the description.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you have to. Doesn't say that you have to maintain it. So.
It says traits mental.
Yep. So that will continue to be there for 1 minute. So anything in it will have to retest every round, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do they have to retest every round? It will stay there anyway. So let's
You
move.
can use an action to spread it.
Yeah, you can use an action to make it bigger. So let's move on. Oh, hold on. Sorry, you had an action left, because all you've done is you've only used 2 actions.
Oh. I'll move here.
Okay. On to Feg.
I think Feg's going to bravely run away.
I think Feg needs to hit and kill the Hellhound.
I think, okay, if Feg can hit him first and then run away.
Potentially.
So, Smoking Longsword, Hellhound. No, it's not flat-footed. No. Feg missed.
The Hellhound is so nearly dead, and you'd be better off
But if
killing
Feg
him.
fumbles, Feg is dead.
I can pick him up. I've got lay on hands and shit.
Fine. Feg will attempt to hit him again. And then Feg is running away. Oops.
Oops.
You clicked me.
I accidentally clicked the wrong. Sorry. I also tried to hit you the first time as well. I got really confused who was on the map was who. Because I'm blind. Can I not hit? Can I start my round again?
I mean, can we keep the 23, to be honest?
No, let's just...
Yeah, it's okay. We've given Brock his hit points back.
I got really confused because of the green glow over it. I didn't quite see what was going on.
We assume that you meant to hit the Hellhound
I
instead.
did mean to hit
That's
the Hellhound.
fine.
Instead of trying to hit Brock twice.
So the armor class is lower than what you rolled. So
Sorry.
that does it. So the Hellhound takes 9 points of damage and goes down in fiery whatsits. I'm going to put him over here behind the shed. So I remember to give you some experience.
Beg is running.
Wolf might have an attack of opportunity.
They never have attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Nothing so far. Okay, fine. He'll run off.
He could take a 5-foot step, couldn't he? That would mean no attack of opportunity.
Does that mean no attack of opportunity if he takes a 5-foot step? I'll go towards the door.
Step behind me.
No, because then I think there could be other things in the shed that haven't come out yet.
Okay.
No, hold on. Feg will take a 5. If it's the case that Feg, it's either that or he drinks a potion.
Again, he can go down and we can pick him back up.
Okay, well Feg's going to take 1 step away, so he's out of.
Yep, he does not take an attack of opportunity. Stepping 5 feet. We are on to Lowry, who luckily took her sword out.
Took my sword out. I'm gonna oh no! First, I'm going to move. I'm going to invoke the bear and bring the bear up next to me. No, next to me. Yeah, there.
Has he got any more movement?
Yeah, he's got loads of movement. Oh yeah, okay, good. No, but then okay, fine. But you better finish that wolf off. Yeah, he's got like I want to say 30 because I think he's got more than me. His speed is 35, so yeah. And then he's going to. So I'm just trying to. He's not fiery. He's just a normal wolf. So he's gonna go for Jaws. So, and then Jaws on that one. Did that do something?
He did something. So a flat-footed wolf is most certainly chomped by a 26. Excuse me. So that's his armor class. He takes a -2 penalty to that. Even if he hadn't taken the penalty, you beat the target number by 10. So that is a crit. Which means critical damage. Captain Fuzzy Paws got max damage. So this bear takes 22 points of damage by being bitten in the arse by a bear.
That seems fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
He is a bear.
He cries out piteously. Hold on. There's the thing.
The button for wolf whimper.
That is Captain Fuzzy Paws' 2 actions.
Yep. So then with my second action, I'm gonna short sword the wolf.
Yep. He is flat-footed.
And he is flat-footed. Oh. And I killed him. I was about to say
Completely gratuitous crit there.
I was gonna say he gets extra damage because the bear's close, so the bear gets another swipe at him.
Doesn't need it, but you can roll the
Doesn't need
damage
it.
if you like, just to see how.
No, it was what I think 1d8. So what I will then do? Am I going to do this? I have one more turn yet, don't I? I think I can invoke the bear twice. As in, like, it take action. There's not a limit to how I could like bear 3 times, couldn't I?
I don't
Not do
know.
anything else. I tried to look on both of my feet and the bear's thing, and I couldn't see anything that has a limit of how many times you can invoke the bear.
I think you can only do it once, because if you invoked
only
it 3
once.
times, it would give it 6 actions, wouldn't it?
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Which is a lot of attacks.
I don't know.
Attack penalty 6.
What was that?
What's attack penalty 6 if you had 6 actions on a bear?
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't even. Yeah. I don't even think you can.
Okay, if I can't do that, then there's not really much else I can do. I will pick up my bow as my final action.
Cool.
But I've still got my sword equipped. I just pick up my bow and put it away. Is that alright?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So I've still got sword. I just make sure I've got my bow with me.
What I need to do is put that script in, which allows you to hit the button and drop your things on the map. Right, on to Ivren, or Ivren, or however you want to say it. Ivren.
Ivern.
Ivren.
I mean, I want to pronounce it Carlin, so.
Carlin Black Label.
My brain does not want to get Ivren in it.
Is his movement relatively fast? 25. That would be. So move 1 to there.
Yoth?
Second action will be drop short bow and pull out his rapier.
Cool. First I dropped my short bow, and then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver, or the fag he may take ya. Mushroom rain, da ma do da ma da. I'm going to stop that now. So, I don't think that actually helps you in any material
Oh, it's
way.
2 actions, isn't it?
Well, it's 2 attacks, and the second one you automatically get flat-footed on. But he's already flat-footed to you because you are flanking, so
Yeah,
you don't even need to do it.
Anyway.
Hmm.
Flat-footed, yes. Poke.
Poke.
Exactly. I think that's the end of Ivren's turn.
Was that it?
Yeah, 1 move, 1 weapon change, 1.
Yep.
Poke.
Good job. Okay, let's move on to Brock.
I'll lower the shield because that should happen. And then we're just gonna try and kill the wolf. Poke.
The wolf looks exceedingly ropey. And the wolf is dead.
Hey, kind of.
Which is pretty good timing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some experience, and then we're going to do some awards.
They give Peg a quick lay on hands or something.
You certainly can.
So, and I will set my spells.
You give him lay on hands to up his thingy.
Hmm? So he gets 6 hit points back for that.
He's on 8.
And then Ivren is going to do a medicine check, but he's got assurance in medicine. So he definitely does the medicine thing.
Very good.
I think I can do medicine as well with my not United Assault. I can use nature.
How much does a medicine check restore health-wise?
2d8, I think. Assuming success. So DC 15 is 2d8. If you have assurance, as long as taking 10 will give you a minimum of 15, then you automatically get 2d8 points of healing.
Yeah. So he gets another 7.
Cool. So he's on to 15. Oh, the only person who got hurt in that fight was Feg. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But Feg is now immune to healing treat wounds checks for 1 hour, I think. But
And I can't help him.
allow me to give you some XP.
Yes.
What is the level of a wolf? Is the question.
About knee high.
So you guys are level 2,
Yes.
and wolves are level 1. Which means that you get 30 XP for each wolf. And a hellhound is 1 level above you guys, so you get a total of 120 experience points for that fight.
120. So we're on 848. Is that right? Cool. I've changed me. Let's change Feg. 848. Feg. Why does my bear not get experience?
It shares your experience.
So the party has 848 experience. You are very close to leveling up. I have no idea how many monsters you've killed, but I assume I think it's around 59.
To keep a tally in the next campaign.
It's not really that important, but I do have a skull with a monster's killed in its mouth. So, having done that, I feel like I ought to make some effort to keep track of it. However, we move on to weekly awards. So, that's the wrong one. Let's start from the beginning. Why did it start in the wrong place? Anyway, let me get to the right chat thing. Excuse me, my throat is going all croaky and I don't know why. I don't like it. Today is the 6th of September. And our first award is First Blood. Who got First Blood this week?
I believe that was Feg.
Is it ever not Feg? It's very often Feg, isn't it? It's either
He rolled really well for initiative.
Actually, I say that, but last time it was not applicable. The week before that it was Brock. The 2 weeks before that it was Ivren. So it's not always Feg that gets First Blood. First kill.
Also,
Who killed?
Feg.
I was about to say, who killed the Hellhound? Was that Feg that finished him off? Oh yeah, because he tried to kill you. Good point. That's a very Feg thing to do. That's all I'm saying.
It was roleplay. That's
I
what
was
it was.
role playing when I accidentally hit Brock.
Kill of the week.
There was only 3, and none were massively spectacular.
This is true.
Oh, the bear! Can the bear get kill of the week?
Well, he didn't kill anyone.
Did he kill the wolf?
No, you killed the wolf.
Oh, I thought the bear killed him. Oh
It
yeah.
was massive overkill.
Lowry did kill the wolf with a crit, and it was an overkill factor of 4. So.
And then there was the bear's damage to add as well afterwards.
Sure.
We'd best give that one to Lowry, I think. I'm not sure what she did with the sword. She probably found it, inserted it into an orifice and gave it a twist or something. I don't think that we can give a Yoink award though, because I don't think anybody.
You could argue Feg.
Death's Door killed the Hellhound. No, he
true.
did quite a lot of
Damage to Hellhound.
Yeah, who got the crit? The crit was. No, Ivren got a crit on the Hellhound and took more than half of its hit points. So.
Feg was a yoink then.
Yeah. Oh, I'll give that one to Feg as well then. So, Feg is a massive yoinker. Fumble of the week. You didn't have one, did we?
The
Like
wolf.
accidentally hitting Brock.
Okay, that might.
Okay, we'll give that one to Feg then.
Because the person operating Feg was a bit blind.
Pincushion.
Egg.
Feg.
This is very much the Feg Awards this week. Gareth will be very pleased when he comes back and says, "What happened to Feg? Oh, he nearly died and he won all the awards."
He nearly died, but he did win all the awards.
So, best supporting role.
I think it should be the bear. I want the bear to win. Captain Fuzzy Pants. He nearly killed a whole
Captain
wolf by
Fuzzy
himself.
Pants? My
That's
God!
Fuzzy Paws.
Have I been labouring under a misapprehension?
No,
Is it
he
Fuzzy Pants or
Paws.
Fuzzy Paws? Okay.
It's like Corina Fuzzy Pants because she's got a really fluffy butt. Captain Fuzzy Paws. He nearly killed a bear all by himself.
He is a bear.
He nearly killed a wolf all by himself. Can you see how I clicked on Brock earlier? My brain is not functioning correctly.
I'm right there.
blame
I'm
the
right
heat.
there with you. Only a couple of weeks to go, eh?
It's like this all week. This heat is here all week.
No.
Don't function well in this heat. Yeah, can the bear nearly killed a wolf all by himself? I'm
All right.
proud of
All right. Okay. Best supporting role is down as Lowry / Captain Fuzzy Paws.
Fuzzy Paws.
Yay. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. Role player of the week.
Didn't do that much role playing, really.
Well, what happens if the ultimate in role playing was done by Lou pretending to be Feg? Does Feg win it?
Or by hitting Brock? I think, yeah, possibly. I think that might be an Feg award. It was very Feg.
Yeah. Feg was characterised masterfully. Okay, here we go. I have a cunning plan, my lord. Any cunning
I don't
plans
know.
this week?
I think the shouting out was a bad idea. Does that count?
I mean, I suppose we could abort it sarcastically.
A cunning plan, just scream wildly and then get attacked by a hellhound. Any other plans?
There doesn't have to be a plan. Sometimes there is no plan.
I'm at a loss. Probably maybe NA. I didn't really
Yep.
do anything.
Okay, last award. Read the damn spell description. I feel like this one is almost goes without saying.
The Adria Award.
Ardria gets that one for the Bane. Oh, it was a nice try with Bane. It's just unfortunate that both creatures passed their checks, but
You can see how that would really work in a big group, though, if you keep expending it and extending it every turn.
yeah, and eventually everyone has a -1 circumstance penalty. The sad thing is that, well, in D&D 5th edition, Bane is a -D4. It's basically like Bless. -1 doesn't seem like an enormous penalty, does it? But Pathfinder has slightly different ways. Anyway, let's make those disappear and return to the landing page, and we shall, well, I am off next week, next Wednesday. Yes, I am not working Wednesday, Thursday and Friday next week, and I'm not doing any D&D or Pathfinder next week, except for playing. So, we will be taking a whole week off, and then we will be back the week after. So that will be the 20th, if I know how to use a calendar, which is definitely in question. Now, it seems a bit soon, because we pushed back the last one, but in theory the next one will be a face-to-face one. We can, of course, reshuffle as required, but on the 13th there is no session, and on the 20th there is. So, have a lovely week, everyone, and we shall reconvene in 7 of your Earth days.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you into. Have a lovely
Oh,
birthday.
I said 7 of your Earth days. I meant 14. 14 of your Earth days. Definitely 14, not 7. Maths is hard. Words are hard. Thank you very much for your birthday wishes, and I will catch you next time.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.